The creation of the bogus disease category of CFS in the USA in the 1980s has been a disaster for the welfare and human rights of people with myalgic encephalomyelitis. For the last 20 years, people with ME have been neglected, mistreated, misdiagnosed, and even quite seriously abused or even tortured in some cases because of the confusion between ME and CFS, or the claimed confusion between ME and CFS by a whole lot of vested interest groups. Many people with ME have been forced to endure an enormous amount of extra suffering because of the CFS propaganda. Many people with ME have been made a lot more ill because of inappropriate interventions or because of a complete lack of medical treatment at all. And there have also been deaths. The confusion of the distinct neurological illness ME, an illness known to be initiated by a virus and which is well documented as occurring in epidemic and sporadic forms, with a medically unexplained fatigue state, has nothing to do with science. The way that people with ME have been affected by the creation of CFS, it's a human rights disaster on an absolutely just massive and unbelievable scale. The creation of CFS doesn't just harm people with ME either. Everyone else who's been misdiagnosed with CFS, they're also denied a correct diagnosis and appropriate treatment. People with cancer are sometimes misdiagnosed as having CFS because cancer causes a lot of fatigue. Some of these people have even died because, they didn't get the right treatments in time or at all. Instead of getting treatments appropriate for the sort of cancer they had, they were given psychotherapy or put on exercise programs. People with multiple sclerosis are also sometimes misdiagnosed as having CFS because MS causes a lot of fatigue, which is just such a waste. These people don't get access to the drugs that have been developed for MS patients. For example, a lot of them are probably a lot sicker than they need to be. The list just goes on and on. There's just so many different illnesses and so many thousands, millions of people that, are being denied their best chance at getting healthy again. If you can just get a correct diagnosis, you're halfway there, in getting your life back. For the benefit of all those people who have ME and all those millions of people who've been misdiagnosed with CFS, the name CFS and the disease category of CFS have to be completely abandoned immediately, as soon as possible. The only groups which benefit from things as they are now are vested interest groups, including the government.